Okay. Now, the next profile, obviously, again, a lot of people would know about it, but I will quickly talk about it. This is, as analytical, or you do similar kind of stuff that you do in investment banking here. I'm just comparing the middle office there and the middle office here. So you do kind of same kind of work, but this is less glorified or less known compared to investment banking. It is still well known, but compared to investment banking, it is less. Now, in the equity research, what you will typically do is look at public listed securities and do analysis of that, and then ultimate objective is to give out recommendation or put money into that. So the equity research is divided into two parts, the buy side and the sell side. So what is this buy side stuff? Is basically, let's say if you are a mutual fund, right? If there is a mutual fund and it wants to invest and it has got its own in-house research team, which does all the analysis and then says where to invest that money, that is typically called as buy side. So most of the large mutual funds, insurance companies will have their own internal team doing this, right? So those guys who are doing this are called as buy side. The buy side guys are rated slightly higher than the sell side guys because they are dealing with people's money. They do a much more deeper research than the sell side guys. What does the sell side guys do? So this is typically a research company or a research wing of a particular brokerage house, right? So what they will do is they will give out research reports to clients, and then based on that, the clients will trade. When they trade, whatever brokerage comes, obviously these guys get a portion of that brokerage, right? So this is not as rigorous as this, because here you are directly managing or responsible for managing people's money, and anything goes wrong, obviously the people are not happy, right? Here it is more about giving out recommendation, not that it is taken lightly, but here you are compared to the buy side, this is comparatively a less amount of research that the sell side goes. In fact, a lot of sell side guys also cater to the buy side by providing their own research reports to the buy side people. Which one is better? Obviously, the buy side is better. I have talked about so much about buy side, so buy side is better. But if you are getting, even if you're getting into the sell side, because again, buy side becomes very close to an investment banking, right? Whatever you do in investment banking, you do pretty much similar stuff here. So obviously the cream guys or the cream would go here, and then the sell side is open for a lot more people than the buy side. What are your exit options? Again, this is one of the best profiles. You would typically want to grow into this profile and become a fund manager, right? If you still want to exit from buy side, then consulting roles are available, corporate finance roles are available. When I'm talking about a buy side or a front office investment bank, I don't talk about going from here to a sell side or going down. I'm just saying that what can keep you at that same level or take you up. The sell side, got slightly more opportunities in terms of where they can move. Obviously, from the sell side, you would typically want to move to the buy side. Not a very easy stuff, but not impossible. A good place from sell side to move to is FP&A. If you want to exit sell side, if you don't like that and don't want to do a lot of this work, then you can move to FP&A. You can move to buy side. You can move to consulting roles. Obviously, compared to buy side, it is more difficult here to get consulting role. And finally, you can move to the corporate finance department of any company also. These are the exit opportunities. Even within this, we have a lot of outsourcing work that comes up. Our own research in India, nobody wants to pay for equity research. So our own sell side research is very, very small. So number of opportunity is also very small. The buy side opportunities are there, fairly good amount of opportunities are there, because you've got all these mutual fund insurance company and they want to have internal teams to do all the research. You've got a decent amount of buy side opportunities available. But again, this goes to the cream of the cream. The sell side, most of the sell side work that will be coming or that is available is outsourced, right? So you are sitting here doing research for companies, let's say listed in Europe or US or some other country. So that is the largest category of jobs that is available. To give you a perspective, when I was working with CRISIL, I was into the outsourcing sell side stuff. What skill set are required? You will see that the profiles that I am talking about have got similar kind of skill set requirement, plus minus small things. So the skill set requirement here is very similar to what is required in investment banking. I'm not going to talk about each one of them separately, but this is what it is. Tell me if you have questions related to equity research. I will be more than happy to take that.
The databases, data collection, all this data analysis are done by data scientists.
Yeah, see, data scientists will be doing different kind of work in this one. I am talking only about financial data. A data scientist could be working on any kind of data. And typically, they will not work with data for one company, two company, 5, 10 company. They will work with thousands of companies' data, even if they are working with the finance data. So,
Okay.
to that extent, it is different from that.
Uh, So then, is there any specialized people who does on only finance?
Is there any specialized?
People like who does research on only finance
Right. So these guys,
analysis?
the equity research, investment and banking, all these guys are doing the same thing. They're looking at this. Now, there is also another set of profile that is available called as financial analytics,
Okay.
or the data science that you were talking about, right? The data scientists
Yeah.
who are focused only on the finance department or the finance area. So I will cover that profile also in a few minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I've pulled out a couple of job profiles that are there. One of them is from buy side. One of them is a sell side stuff, right? So basically, this one is the buy side stuff. This one is the sell side stuff. What one more difference between the buy side and sell side is that typically the sell side guys will specialize in a particular sector. So let's say I worked a lot of my career, initial career, I worked with the European media sector, right? So somebody will work in telecom, somebody will work with pharma, some will work with oil and gas. So the sell side guys have got sector expertise, or they focus only on one particular sector, while the buy side guys are generally not sticking to one sector. They will typically work with 3 to 5 different sectors, and some of them work with all the sectors. So they do not have liking or disliking for any particular sector. But sell side guys will focus and become experts in a particular sector. That is why some of the buy side guys use the sell side research reports if they feel that particular analyst has got a lot of sector expertise.